Joseph here from Eightcap. So, welcome to today's update. We're looking at US30 and it's on the daily chart. So, we can see the US30 at the moment after yesterday's selling that we are still in a bit of a range. There is a bit of a pattern as well. So, we can see a support floor, but we can see a downward angle here and we can see a couple lower highs as well. So, there's one here, one here. So, pressure still remains to the downside. We are wondering is if this support level here at 33.030 can hold, and if we will see a fight back off that level. Now, moving average is also down, but with that, while that support stays in play, that may be a bit of a defense by buyers, and we could maybe see. Not saying that we will see a rally. I think that's going to come down to a couple of things this week. A bit of positive resolution in the debt ceiling issue at the moment, and then what comes out in the FOMC meeting minutes. The rates message is still a little bit confused as normal, and hopefully in the minutes we'll get a couple of pointers coming out there. But technically, while we see this support level in play, we could see a bit of a short-term floor for buyers. There was a bounce there last night. We can just see that little tail just here, but there's still a lot of downward pressure, and we can see this trend line pointing down. We've had a couple of lower highs as well here, and there's a little bit of pressure still remaining from sellers. So if sellers are able to break that support, and if we had further bad news on the debt ceiling, that could be a bit of a catalyst to get the market going. I think the FOMC meeting minutes will also play a bit of a role, and just where inflation is at and how the Fed's actually seeing things at the moment. We have heard some comments that seem to be too high, but then there are other comments coming out about the possibility of a hold in June. So the message remains pretty mixed still. But from a technical standpoint, we are just continuing to watch this consolidation. The Dow probably looks the worst out of the three at the moment. The Nasdaq looking the best, and the S&P sort of fell off a previous high yesterday. But that was more of a bit of a lineup. So from a downside point of view, I think the Dow does look the best. We can see this pattern here, this descending triangle, and now we'd want to see if this support can hold, and if we'd saw a bit of buying, and then a break above this resistance here would be a positive for buyers. That would break out of that pattern as well to the upside. But we do think if we do continue to see negative news and influences coming out about the debt ceiling situation, there is a possibility we could see a new break lower. We really need to see a close through that support here, and if things really got carried away, we could even see maybe a return back to test 31,860. There's plenty of support down there, and it's stopped the last decline. So that's really where we're at the moment. We just want to see what happens with this pattern here, what happens with some of the market influences that are around at the moment, and if we do see a breakthrough or if we do see a break above. So we'll continue to watch the US30 and just see what happens with this price consolidation moving forward. So thanks for your time. If you have any comments or if there's anything you'd like to share or add to this, please feel free to drop us a comment. So thank you again. Good trading for the rest of the day, and bye for now.